fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Let's go, big fellow. Hi-yo, Silver. Hi!
Mustang Mag was appointed trustee of the estate of a man named Burton. The estate included half interest in a gold mine to be used for building a school and hiring a teacher, but the location of the mine was in question. Before finding it, the Lone Ranger had to locate the partner of the deceased Burton, a man named Joe Jolly, who owned the other half. The Lone Ranger found Joe Jolly in Frontier Town and notified Mustang Mag accordingly. With her foreman, Old Missouri, Mustang Mag went to Frontier Town on a buckboard.
There it is, Mag. There's Frontier Town as sure as you're born.
Guess you're right, Missouri.
I'll sure be glad to get off this bouncing buckboard. But I'm black and blue all over. Sakes alive, I never had such a trip.
Stop your grumbling. If the horses don't complain, I don't see why you should.
But I'm no horse.
Stop thinking about yourself and think about all them youngsters back home that are going to have a school and a teacher.
Hey, Mag, look just ahead. There's a Powderhorn County jail. Rein up, will you?
Whoa.
Great day, Mag. I didn't think you'd do it without an argument.
I reined up because I see someone we know. There's that boy, Dan Reed, the one the Lone Ranger had with him. Hi there, Daniel.
Mustang Mag. Golly, I didn't expect to see you in Frontier Town.
Howdy, Dan.
Hello, Missouri.
We got the message saying that the gold mine had been found and that everything was all set for some of the proceeds to fix up the school way down here.
Well, that's great.
We figured we'd better come down here and meet this man, Joe Jolly.
You'll like him, Mag. He runs the branding iron shop around the corner, and he's an inventor.
Never invented anything worthwhile, did he?
Well, yes, he did. He's invented a meter that tells a man how far he walks. He calls it a walk meter, or a pedometer.
I'd like to hitch one of them things onto Missouri.
Oh, man.
Then, by thunder, I'd have proof he slept most of the time when I wasn't looking.
Oh, science is making living more doggone complicated all the time.
Lone Ranger says it's a wonderful invention.
Then, where's the Lone Ranger's camp?
We're at the edge of town. Tonto's there, too. I just came in to get some supplies. I'll tell him you're here.
No, do that, Dan. I aim to stop at the Sunset Hotel.
Where will you be, Missouri?
Well, maybe I'll stop off with Sheriff Two-Gun Taylor. I'm going to look him up and get acquainted, sort of.
Well, he's out of town.
Oh.
His deputy's in charge of the jail. He's in there right now guarding the man who tried to steal Joe Jolly's gold mine.
Yeah? Then I reckon I better stop off right here and go in and see him. What's his name?
Tom Turnbull.
Now, Missouri, you just be careful. Every time you get near a lawman, you talk yourself into trouble of some sort.
Mag, I'll thank you to be civil in front of our friend. I'm getting off right here and going in to pass regards with Tom Turnbull.
All right, go ahead, you addle-brained idiot. But just remember this. You get yourself into trouble, don't look to me to get you out.
I'll go to the hotel with you, Mag, and help you with your bag.
Thanks, Al. Climb aboard. Get up there. Get along.
So long, Mag.
Watch yourself, Missouri.
Watch yourself, Missouri. I'll take care of myself, all right.
What's your business, mister?
I'm looking for Tom Turnbull.
You're looking at him.
What? So you're the deputy in charge, eh? Well, I'm downright glad to make your acquaintance. You can call me Missouri, from over in Catamount County. Used to be the sheriff there.
Lawman, huh?
Yeah?
Glad to know you.
Jaw Becky?
No thanks.
Well, shoot me. I understand my partner tagged a prisoner for you.
Your partner? Who you talking about?
Well, Turnbull, most people refers to him as the Lone Ranger.
You mean to say you're his partner?
Well, him. Well, me and him have worked together on a few cases. Here's one of his silver bullets to prove it.
Well, doggone, I sure am glad to meet you.
That's the prisoner over behind the barred door, eh?
One of them. He had a girl accomplice. We got no accommodations for female prisoners. We're holding her in a spare room over at Two Gun Taylor's house.
I heard the sheriff was out of town. Excuse me.
So he is. But Kate's there, that's his wife, and the prisoner can't get out. We boarded up the window and put a special padlock on the door.
Hey, Missouri. Got something to tell you.
Slade, you keep quiet. Pay no attention to him, Missouri. He's a sly critter. He nearly stole Joe Jolly's gold mine.
You'll regret it, Missouri, if you don't listen to me.
Tom, I'd better listen to what he's got to say.
Well, if you travel with the Lone Ranger, I reckon you know what's best. But be careful. I'm responsible for seeing that Slade don't get away.
I can take care of myself. Well, what's on your mind, Slade?
Gotta talk low. Come a little closer.
Oh. I'm listening.
That's fine. I can just reach your gun.
Now, say, what the...
I'll heist them both of you.
Why are you on me?
Sorry, you fool.
Hey, he snatched my gun.
Why'd you get so close?
Don't make me shoot, deputy. You just come over here and unlock this door.
And let you escape? Not on your life.
Listen, lawman, I'm getting out of here. You don't unlock the door, I'll shoot you both and bust the lock with a bullet. I'm leaving. But I'm willing to leave you alive if you meet me halfway. Now, hurry up and get this door unlocked.
All right.
That's it. I'll take your gun. Now, you try the inside of the door. You too, Missouri.
Now, hold on, Slade. You can't lock me
Can't
up.
I get in there? There. That'll hold you. Now I'll square a few more accounts around Frontier Town.
Dan Reed carried Mustang Mag's luggage into the hotel, then left her horses at the livery stable. It was some time later when the two came out of the Grubstake Outfitting Company.
You going to be able to get all them supplies into your saddlebags?
Oh, yes. Gosh, Mag, thanks for helping me do the shopping.
Thunderation, boy, that's nothing. I'm more than obliged to you for helping me get settled.
Steady there, Victor.
Yes, sirree, it's downright refreshing to meet a young man that knows how to behave like a gentleman.
Mag, I hear someone yelling.
Huh?
It seems to be coming from over there.
The jail?
Yes.
Dad rat it. I wonder if Missouri's got himself into trouble again.
Can you recognize his voice?
No, but we'll go over and see. I do declare, Dan, I never in all my life seen a man like Missouri. He can get into trouble quicker than a loco steer in a China
That
factory.
yelling is coming from the jail.
Yep, and it is Missouri. I can recognize that yowl of his now.
I'll go inside.
Wait a second, lad. You better let me go first. I got a shooting iron.
Oh, but Mag.
Stand aside.
Mag! Mag!
Well, of all things.
Here, let us out of here. The keys are over there where Slade dropped them.
What are you doing behind the bar?
Don't ask questions. Let us ask.
Slade's got away.
And he'll make no end of trouble.
If this don't beat all. Who's that in there with you? Is that the prisoner?
No. Prisoner nothing. I'm the deputy. I'm in charge of the law while 2 guns away from town.
You two sure make a pretty pair.
Don't stand there with your hands on your hips staring like we was a couple of monkeys in a cage. Open that door.
Just a minute, mister. Don't talk to me like that. How'd it happen?
He did it. He's to blame. He got close enough so Slade could grab his gun and force me to unlock the door. The old fool hadn't been here 3 minutes before...
I know all about him, lawman. You needn't try to tell me. Missouri, get back in that corner.
But, Mag...
Get back there, I tell you. I'm letting the lawman out, but you're staying behind that bar door. It'll do you good to cool your heels.
Oh, Mag, you know I get to town infrequent.
Come on, deputy.
Please let me come out.
Maybe the woman's got good sense, Missouri. You stay there. For all I know, you might have been in cahoots with Slade.
He wasn't in cahoots with no prisoners, deputy. Missouri's no crook. It's just that he and trouble go together like ham and eggs.
I've got to move fast. Now we're in tarnation. Is that extra shooting iron?
Where you going?
I've got to get the sheriff's house.
I'm going with you.
No, now, Mag,
Can't-
wait a minute. Let me out so I can go along. Sakes alive, you're going to need protection with a
You
killer.
stay where you are. No killer could cause me half the worry you do. Come on, Dan. You'd better go with us and find out what's happening so you can report to the Lone Ranger.
When Tom Turnbull reached the sheriff's home with Mustang Mag and Dan, the situation was even worse than he had expected. The shuttered room where Anna had been held captive was open and the girl was gone. He had expected this, but not the note that lay in plain sight on the table.
Holy mackerel.
What's it say?
2-gun Taylor's going to rave when he sees this. Chances are he'll have my badge.
Let me see.
What is it? What's happened?
Kate Taylor's been captured.
Being held as hostage. It says she'll be killed if any try is made to trail Slade or Anna. Advise you to sit tight till you hear from us again, which will be soon. That's what it says here.
What'll we do? I can't sit still and do nothing.
If there's any doing to be done, I know the man to do it. Here, Donald, take this note.
Yes?
Hitch your saddle and head for the Lone Ranger as fast as your horse will carry you. Show it to him and tell him what's happened. And you might add that poor old fool Missouri's to blame for the whole thing.
All right, Mag, I'll get going right away.
If anything happens to Kate Taylor, Missouri's likely to hang. When news of this gets out, Frontier Town will be boiling over with trouble.
If it gets out, it'll be because you talk too much. Now, Deputy, you shut up, sit tight, and wait till we hear from the Lone Ranger.
In the Lone Ranger's camp, Dan Reed explained the situation. The masked man read the note.
Did they have horses, Dan?
Yes, sir. The deputy found 3 horses missing from the sheriff's corral.
Well, maybe we follow him, huh?
No, Tonto. That would be too dangerous for Mrs. Taylor. They'd see us long before we saw them.
Missouri will be blamed for anything that happens to the sheriff's wife.
The deputy's just as careless as Missouri. He shouldn't have let a stranger get close to the cell.
Well, he wouldn't have if Missouri hadn't shown him a silver bullet you'd given him.
Makes me responsible.
Well, golly, there's no place to start. You can't find those crooks without trailing them, and if you can't trail them...
Dan, there are 3 things that represent important money to those crooks. Joe Jolly's money, his gold mine, and his invention, the pedometer. I think they'll make a play to get any one of them or all 3. Steady there, Silver. Dan, you and Tonto stay here in camp. I'm going to call on Joe Jolly. Steady, big fella. One, Silver!
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. The Lone Ranger deduced that Slade and his companion in crime would not go far from Frontier Town without renewing their attempts to get Joe Jolly's gold mine, his savings, or his invention called the Pedometer. Acting on his conclusions, the masked man went to Jolly's branding iron shop. It was evening when he reached the place and found it closed. He went to Jolly's home, but it was locked, and there was no response to his repeated raps on the door. He removed his mask and effected a simple disguise, then moved through the town. He went to the Bright Lights Cafe and made inquiries at other places, but no one had seen Joe Jolly. The Lone Ranger had concluded that Joe was out of town. He was about to return to camp when he saw a light in Jolly's home. Resuming his mask, he hurried there.
Joe?
Oh, it's you.
Yes, I want to talk to you.
Why, yeah, sure. Come in.
Thanks.
I just got in.
Yes, I see you did. Mud on your boots is still wet.
Pretty observing, aren't you?
Anything to tell me, Joe?
No. Why?
I thought you might have.
Well, I don't know.
Let's have it, Joe.
Maybe there's a little trouble about the gold mine. Maybe the title isn't clear.
Did you just make that discovery?
Yes.
How?
Well, I'm not at liberty to say anything. There's a chance that Burton and I don't own it. Maybe somebody else discovered it first.
Are you going to have to surrender the gold mine to save the life of Kate Taylor?
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Well, that's it.
No, it's nothing of the sort. What makes you think she's been captured?
Did I say she had been?
Huh? Well,
I know she was. She was taken by Slade and Anna. Someone got in touch with you. You were told to sign over the gold mine, or Kate would be killed. Now, isn't that it, Joe?
Well, I didn't tell you anything.
You didn't need to. How did you get the message? Slade didn't come back to town and give it to you, did he?
No. He and the girl have some helpers. There's 4 of them in the gang now.
Oh? Who are the other 2?
You
might as well tell me, Joe. Tell me everything.
Well, they've got a shack.
Where?
I don't know, and it wouldn't matter if I did. You couldn't get within shouting distance of the place. They've got a dog there, chained right outside the door to sound a warning if anyone comes near.
Where is the place?
I don't know, I tell you. I was blindfolded when I went there.
I see.
A man came in the shop this afternoon. I was just finishing making a new pedometer.
Yes?
This one I'm wearing on my belt.
Oh.
He held a gun on me and made me walk out the back door of the shop. Then he blindfolded me and I walked some more. I don't even know in what direction.
You walked?
Yes. And when they took off the blindfold, I was in a shack. A one-room shack with a great big fireplace. Kate Taylor was tied to a chair, and a man sat holding a shotgun on her. He could kill her in a split second at the first sign of anyone coming.
What happened then?
When they showed me how it was hopeless to try to rescue Kate, they gave me their terms. They said I'd have to write a letter making over the gold mine to them. Then they put the blindfold back on me and took me back to town and left me. And I'm going to do what they said. I'm going to write that letter and hold it until it's called for.
All right, Joe. Go ahead. Write the note.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to take that pedometer off your belt.
But what?
It's a remarkable invention, Joe. There's need of an instrument like this to register distance, just as a compass shows direction or a clock tells time.
What else are you going to do?
I'm going to get Missouri out of jail and take him to my camp.
Here's some more wood for the campfire.
That's plenty, Missouri. I've almost finished looking over this map.
What map is it?
One that Tonto made of the region north of Frontier Town.
Doggone it, I'll do anything to undo the harm that come of me being so careless, letting Slade get out of jail. I wish you'd tell me what you're planning.
We're going to try to rescue Sheriff Taylor's wife.
Horse and saddle ready.
All right, Tonto.
Victor's saddle, too.
Thanks, Dan. We're going to let Missouri borrow your horse.
But can I...
You'll have to stay here and take care of the camp.
You know how to find the sheriff's wife?
This pedometer may do it.
Oh, that's the gadget Joe Jolly invented.
Yes, this is a new one. He just finished this when he was captured and blindfolded. He walked from his shop to the crook's hideout and back again. So we know how far he traveled.
But you don't know the direction.
When he came home, Dan, he had red clay on his boots.
There's not much red clay near Frontier Town.
There's a section between the town and Sagebrush Hollow. I don't know of any other place where one might find red clay.
Then that's the direction he went.
Yes, and that's the direction we're going to travel. I'll carry this pedometer with me. We'll go to Jolly's shop. There I'll set the pedometer at 0 and start walking toward the red clay basin. Tonto and Missouri will follow.
But you say dog guard place.
That's why we're taking Missouri. Closer.
In the dead of night, the Lone Ranger dismounted in the rear of Joe Jolly's branding iron shop.
Here on, I'll have to walk.
By the light of a match, he set the pedometer at 0 and hooked it on his belt.
Otto, you and Missouri follow me and lead Silver.
He's heavy.
What can I do to help?
Your chance will come when we get near the hideout and the dog starts barking.
The Lone Ranger walked in a straight line toward the soft clay basin to the accompaniment of a soft metallic clicking as each stride was faithfully recorded on the pedometer. At intervals, he paused and struck a match and shielded it carefully while he examined the dial to see how far he had traveled. Presently, the ground was soft, and there were places where his boots sank ankle deep in red clay. Then there was a woods that became more dense as he progressed. After a couple of 100 yards, he paused and struck another match. While he examined the pedometer again, Tonto and Missouri came to his side, leading Silver.
Hey, now what do we do?
From here on, Missouri, you go alone.
Huh? Oh, me.
If Joe Jolly's story is right, you'll soon hear a dog barking. Now pay no attention to it. Keep right on going. And here's what you're to do.
Slade, wake up.
I'm awake.
The dog.
Someone's coming, boss.
Slade, who's that?
Quiet. Let me listen. I know who that is.
Who?
It's that old fool called Missouri. How to thank him. If it wasn't for him, I'd still be in jail.
What's he doing here?
I'll blame soon find out. You boys keep your guns ready.
Sure, boy.
Turn up that lamp, Anna, and build up the fire. Hey there, you.
Dog, mister. I'm sure sorry you had to get woke up.
Come over here.
But that's dog. He don't seem certain to me.
Luke, tell your mutt to quiet down.
Quiet. Down, boy. Quiet now.
Come on in, Missouri. He won't get you. He's chained.
Sakes alive. You know my name.
I'll keep that dog quiet.
Quiet, you hear? Quiet down now. He sure don't like me. I don't... Slade, it's you.
That's right.
Hey, what's going on here? Who's the lady tied to the chair?
None of your business. Now, what are you doing around here?
I don't want to be around here. I wouldn't be if it weren't for you escaping from the jail. Things busted wide open after you made off with the sheriff's wife. Oh, my sakes alive, that's who you are. You're Kate Taylor.
Finally come to you, hmm?
Everyone's blaming me because she was captured. Chances are they'd lynch me if they got me.
It's too bad, Missouri. You stumbled onto something you shouldn't have. I can't let you get away from here.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. For the time being, we'll have to tie you.
Oh, was there ever a man had more woes than I got? Can't seem to keep out of trouble nohow.
Get ropes on him.
Right.
Tell that dog to shut up.
He sure don't like me.
Shut up. Shut up or I'll beat you. That'll hold him.
Hey, that fireplace is smoking.
I thought this room was getting awful smoky.
What's the matter with the chimney? It doesn't seem to be drawing.
Oh, it's been all right before. Maybe the wind has changed.
Well, do something about it. Oh, mercy.
I can hardly breathe.
How long since that chimney's been cleaned out?
How do I know? I never bothered with cleaning the chimney.
Fine thing.
Don't stand there arguing about a dirty chimney. Do something about the smoke.
Worse all the time.
Hey, we've got to get out of here. My eyes, I can hardly see.
Man could die in smoke like this.
What about the sheriff's wife?
You two take her. I'll take charge of the old man.
Now, wait. I can take care of myself, Mr. Slade.
Come on, we'll go outside and leave the door open till the smoke clears out. Now, go on, Missouri. You're first.
All right, I'm going. Don't poke that gun through me.
You got the sheriff's wife?
Yeah.
I'm watching her, too.
Now, step along, Missouri. Don't try to run or I'll drill you.
Oh, sakes alive. Oh, the fresh air's good.
I don't know why that chimney should start to smoke all of a sudden.
I can tell you, we're all covered.
It's a mess, man.
I'll show you.
Anyone else want to try for a gun?
Look over there.
An Indian.
You're covered from both sides.
Don't shoot me. I'll give up.
Keep them covered, Tonto.
He wants them.
Missouri, you take their guns. I'll cut the ropes off Kate's hands. Are you all right, Kate?
I'm all right and downright grateful that you got here.
Just a minute. There you are.
I don't know how you got here without the dog sounding an
The
alarm.
dog barked all right when Missouri came.
He sure did. The dog's owner had quite a time making it keep still.
While the men were quieting the dog, Otto lifted a bag full of wet leaves and placed it over the chimney.
And filled the room with smoke. Pretty smart, weren't you?
We planned to go in and get you when your eyes were full of it. But you came out before that was necessary.
You won't take me without a fight. Look out! There. At least I got one crack at you.
Yes, Slade, you did.
Well, go on, shoot me, see if I care.
No, Slade. I'm not going to shoot you. No, I'm glad you hit me. We'll finish this without guns.
Boy,
Come on, Slade. Put your fists up. My friends won't interfere.
All right, here's another one.
Oh, you missed.
That's it. Take it. Hit him again now. Let him have it between the eyes. Wade right into
All
it.
right.
I'm behind
I'll
you.
get you.
Come on, Slade. Come and get it.
There's your cell, Slade. This time you'll stay there with your pals for company. There'll be no more attempts to steal Joe Jolly's gold mine. Get in there.
But now be careful where you touch me. I'm black and blue all over.
I hear that you made a mistake and picked a fight with a masked man. But the beating you got won't detract nothing from your jail sentence. You're in jail for keeps.
Yes, and I'll settle for that. After what I've been through, jail suits me all right. I don't want any more to do with that Lone Ranger.
This is a copyrighted feature originated by George W. Trendle and directed by Charles D. Livingston. This story was written by Fran Stryker.